It is said to be a total rebranding with the name W14B. They are going all out, and these upgrades are far from few. But what are all of these upgrades? And will they help Mercedes come back to the title fight in the 2023 season? Let's find out. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button to keep up to date on everything Formula One. It hasn't been an easy ride for Mercedes in the 2023 season so far. It looks like they may have found some solutions to their problems. In Monaco, Mercedes took a different approach by abandoning their problematic zero sidepod design. The FIA report also highlights the team's commitment to refining every aspect of their car to gain a competitive edge. Based on the report, Mercedes has introduced several significant updates to their car, including a new front suspension, front fences, side pod inlet, engine cover, rear wing, and rear corner. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Mercedes has implemented a series of notable updates to the W14, addressing several areas of concern. There are a few upgrades to have a look at. One major modification is the introduction of an anti-dive front suspension, aimed at reducing front-end dive during braking. This adjustment allows for a lower front ride height and enhances cornering predictability. Although the anti-dive setup lacks dynamic feedback under braking, it could potentially alleviate the front-end unpredictability that Mercedes drivers have been experiencing. Interestingly, Red Bull's revolutionary anti-dive technology is included in this modified front suspension, which plays a critical part in their extraordinary performance and dominance. The team has also made significant changes to the side pods. The wider side pods feature a vertical cascaded winglet, acting as a mini barge board to optimize outwash and manage front wheel wake. This design incorporates elements from Mercedes' existing side impact structure, SIS, winning, enhancing airflow over the diffuser and directing it toward the beam wing. Additionally, the side pods possess downwashing gullies resembling those seen on Alpine and McLaren cars. Another noteworthy update is the revised floor. It showcases a double reflex on the G line, regulating pressure gradients for an optimized outwash distribution along the floor edge. Mercedes has also introduced a substantial floor edge wing that runs almost the entire length, like Red Bull's approach. This wing allows higher pressure air to seep underneath, generating local load and curbing inwash from the floor edge tip vortex, effectively creating a mini skirt effect. Mercedes cleverly included a vortex generator on top of the floor, exploiting a regulatory loophole due to the slim chassis design. This vortex generator aids in generating outwash on the top of the floor, improving the management of the lower tire wheel wake, and enhancing front floor extraction. It's a bit counterintuitive, because the more airflow that goes into that opening, the less is left to generate the all-important downforce. It actually looks like Mercedes' radiator inlet is larger than what Red Bull and Ferrari have chosen. These extensive upgrades undoubtedly restore Mercedes' competitive edge, but things are not that easy. Ultimately, Mercedes weighed the options, considered the circumstances, and made a bold choice to bring several upgrades to the Monaco Grand Prix. Why bold? Because Monaco is a circuit like no other, renowned for its tight corners, narrow streets, and little room for error. Team principal Toto Wolff offered a word of caution. He urged everyone not to jump to concrete conclusions based solely on the car's performance at Monaco Grand Prix. While the event certainly provided valuable insights into the W14 upgrades, Wolff emphasized the need to maintain perspective. While recognizing that Monaco may not be the ideal place for extensive testing and upgrades, Hamilton highlighted that they gathered valuable data throughout the sessions. The overall feel of the car was positive. He didn't miss the chance to acknowledge the hard work put in by the team back at the factory, emphasizing that building, designing, and developing a car is no easy feat. The countless hours and dedication invested by everyone have brought them to this point, and Hamilton was glad they could deliver on the track for them. The simulator tests have shown positive results, but Russell expects potential gains in driver confidence on the actual track. He anticipates incremental improvements rather than a major leap in performance from the updates. During a recent press conference, Red Bull team boss Christian Horner shared his thoughts on Mercedes' upgrades. He pointed out that while the visual changes might catch the eye, they don't always have the most significant impact on performance. According to him, it's often the hidden details or finer elements beneath the surface that make the biggest difference in terms of speed and handling. Although Horner acknowledged that they had a solid opening day in Monaco, the revised car showcased a new front suspension and floor, contributing to their improved performance. Considering the current Formula One landscape and its budget cap regulations, Mercedes took a gamble by investing a considerable portion of their budget on this upgrade. The revised car is effectively a B-spec version of the W14, a move that would have cost them a substantial amount. Now, it's up to the team to make the most of their investment and ensure the upgrades deliver the desired results. Now let's talk about the intriguing question at hand. How is the W14B more innovative than the W14? According to Sky Sports News' Craig Slater, the recent changes to the Mercedes W14B, particularly the revamped side pods, will be pivotal for Lewis Hamilton's chances of staying at Mercedes and winning an 8th World Championship. Ferrari have postponed their upgrades until the Spanish Grand Prix. According to team boss Fred Vasseur, Ferrari only had a few upgrades for the Monaco Grand Prix, including a new rear corner and rear wing. The major updates will be saved for Barcelona. Alpine, too, has made several changes to their car, including modifications to the front suspension and sud pod inlet. McLaren, on the other hand, unveils a new floor and rear wing at Monaco, indicating their commitment to improving their aerodynamic performance. Alfa Romeo has gone all out with a range of revisions, including updates to the engine cover, floor belly, rear suspension, and rear wing. Aston Martin, not to be left behind, has introduced new front and rear suspension components. Each team's upgrades are driven by different considerations and objectives. Aston Martin's changes, for example, have been predominantly made to align with their modified rear brake duct and the resulting flow field it creates. Haas, on the other hand, has taken advantage of the revised regulations, allowing for more aerodynamic wing supports. They have introduced their version with 5 supports between the top and second flaps on the front wing. Can Lewis Hamilton and the team mount a strong comeback and solidify their position as a force to be reckoned with? What do you think? Let us know in the comments section below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up to date on everything Formula One.